What's going on, guys? So this video is an Ultimate Team gameplay, but I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. And I was thinking today about the 2007 NFL draft. I think a lot about drafts and about busts and stuff, and I find it very interesting to look back. So what we're going to be doing in this video is I'm just going to be looking through, I'm on Wikipedia right now on the draft. I'm going to be looking through all the picks and to look at some of the busts and what some teams could have had, because 2007 is known for one of those drafts. Like, there's a lot of great players that came out of this draft. So let's go to player selections. With the first pick, as you guys know, JaMarcus Russell. That was by far the worst pick of all time. That's got to be the worst pick, because they could have had Calvin Johnson, LaRon Landry, Adrian Peterson, Patrick Willis, Marshawn Lynch, Darrelle Revis. Like, it just does not end. So we all, like, if you're a Raiders fan and you're in the comments, I know Average Rage Gamer, if you guys know him, he's a Raiders fan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your team sucks at drafting. I truly am. But there's another one in here that is another huge bust, and this guy goes by the name of Gaines Adams. He's a D-end out of Clemson, and his only picture, when you click on his Wikipedia, it is him in college. So you know he must have been a bust. He had 93 tackles in his career, okay? That guy, Mr. Gaines Adams, was drafted in front of LaRon Landry, Adrian Peterson, all those guys. He was drafted 4th overall. Honestly, I had no idea they selected him. So that is another huge bust. Let's go down. Atlanta Falcons. Let's go to Jamal Anderson, D-end. His picture is him like flexing, but like not playing. It is not. He had 132 tackles in his career. He played for like 10 years. He was very underwhelming. He had 7.5 sacks in his career as a D-end. Okay. Let's look at the D-ends they passed up on. They probably passed up on some decent D-ends. Well, they passed up on John Beeson as a linebacker. Paul Posluszny. Oh my God, this is insanity how many good players came out of this draft. Just looking down the list. Who else? Jarvis Moss. There was no good D-ends in this draft. If you took a D-end in the 2007 draft, you're probably mad right now. Okay, let's see. Let's look at who the DB drafted before Revis. Was there one? No, he was the first DB. The person drafted before Revis, though. Adam Carricker, D tackle out of Nebraska. Defensive end. What happened to this guy? He was the lifter of the year in 2004. He had 9 sacks in his career at 125 tackles. Like, just an underwhelming, career. He bounced around to different teams, but he was never anything special. And they drafted this guy in front of Revis. The Rams. Do you think the Rams are kicking themselves right now, or what? Like, that's gotta hurt a little bit knowing you did that. Okay, Joe Staley was drafted 28th overall. Was there any bust tackles drafted in front of him? No, not really actually. Levi Brown, he's actually a pretty good tackle. Let's see what else we can find in here. Sorry if this is like the most boring. Oh, boom. Okay. With the 31st overall pick, the Bears selected Greg Olsen. The Bears ended up getting rid of Greg Olsen anyways. But in front of him, they drafted a guy from LSU. He's even nicknamed on Wikipedia Craig Bust Davis. Let's look at Craig Bust Davis. This guy doesn't even have a picture. Buster Davis. He had 51 receptions in his career and 2 touchdowns. He only played for 3 years. Okay. This guy went in front of Greg Olsen, Paul Posluszny, Eric Weddle, Zach Miller, Sidney Rice, Steve Smith, Ryan Khalil, Jacoby Jones, Marshall Yonda, and they decided, someone in the management decided that they were going to, instead of getting those guys, they were going to take a shot on Craig Bust Davis. The San Diego Chargers. You must be pretty upset right now. Okay, let's look at Kevin Kolb was drafted 1 before Eric Weddle. Fun fact. Kevin Kolb. That's a regrettable pick. Who was drafted? I like to get 1 ahead. It's kind of funny to look at that. Robert Meacham was 1 ahead of Joe Staley and Ben Grubbs. Meacham's not a terrible receiver, but still. Oh, Brady Quinn was 1 ahead of Dwayne Bowe. And though Dwayne Bowe's like he used to be a Pro Bowler. He's not anything special anymore, but Dwayne Bowe used to be a big deal back in the day. Let's see what else we can find here. Those are what I would say the biggest bust. JaMarcus Russell being by far the biggest bust on this list. Brandon Mebane was actually drafted, was 85th overall or 30. Yeah, 83rd overall. That's a pretty good pickup by the Seahawks, and that is a good pickup. Okay, let's go down to the bottom. Let's see who we can find down here that we recognize. Deshaun Goldston. Oh no, wait, I messed that up. Let's keep going. Is this the compensatory draft? Where am I right now? I am so confused. Okay, we're good now. We are back in business. Okay. I can't really find anything else, so I'm just going to talk about the gameplay to end this video. I found quite a few. I don't know if you guys found that entertaining. Sometimes I like to look back at drafts. Okay, this is where the game actually gets exciting. This is a good point to stop. So I get that pick. He decides, well, winning, to try and throw a screen. I don't know why people, when they see that you're there for the screen, I don't know why they still throw it. That guy did anyway. Here, I hit a nice pass to Reed, so we get up in the red zone. We're on the 15-yard line. I start giving it to Chris Johnson. This game was tight, actually. I forgot how good of a game this was. And then I give it to Chris Johnson again, who goes up the middle for about 3 yards to get me onto the 2. I run the clock down and hit Dree Archer on this little like rollout play where the fullback, who I put in as Dree Archer, gets it, and he ends up winning the toss, so he gets the ball in overtime. Oh my god, I cannot talk right now. I'm willing to admit when I literally am fumbling. I'm fumbling over my own words right now. So he goes up again. I don't know how David Amerson didn't pick that. I feel like anyone could have picked that, but he somehow manages to mess it up. He tries to throw another screen. All this guy did was tosses and screens. And then here, Telvin Smith gets a huge interception. I take the field goal in overtime, and I end up winning the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you hated this video, let me know. I just think it's fun to kind of look back at the draft sometimes. If you hate it, just if you enjoyed it, though, drop a like. We'll do another draft sometime. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.